We got all the goats and one sheep hanging out on this rock over here. I guess we forgot to lock this guy up last night. Typically all the sheep hang out together and the goats stay separate, but he found himself some new friends. Let's see what we can do today. I plan on changing the oil in my car, so I went ahead and picked some up. Full synthetic like always. One of our hardest workers on break. They sent a truck out early this morning, picked up the old scrap dumpster, dropped off a new one for us. We'll get it filled up this evening. I got everything we're gonna need, so let's hunt down a couple tools and get this oil change started. I don't need to raise the car up since I can reach everything right here. Set a piece of cardboard down as a barrier, grab the oil pan. I'll be using 5W30 full synthetic with a new filter. Go ahead and take the cap off so we got good flow. A bit tight down here, but we're gonna try to get that screw off. Okay. Went ahead and loosened it with the wrench. Try not to spill too much. Perfect. We're gonna let that drain out and then remove the oil filter. Here goes the bolt to the oil pan. Make sure we don't lose that. Grab the right pliers for the job. Old filter removed. Put it in the oil pan below. Let's get the new one installed. Hand tightened on there. Went ahead and put the screw back on the oil pan. We got the old oil and filter here. Last step is to fill it back up with some fresh oil. I'm gonna fill it up almost full, and then I'm gonna let the engine run, give the filter some time to soak up oil, and we'll probably have to add a little more. I'm gonna crank the car on and let the filter take its portion. We're gonna let it run for a couple minutes, shut it off and check the oil level. Made sure all the other fluids were at the right level. Went through with the compressor, checked all the tire pressure, and cleared off any of the built up leaves in the corners. Want to keep this whole thing running as long as possible. Next up, we're gonna start loading up the next scrap container. We're gonna need both of these, one for me and one for Irvin, because our driver kind of backed up the new container right onto some scrap mowers we had, which isn't a big deal, but we'll have to get them moved out the way before we can open the door.
The first guy, I wouldn't trust him on a fucking moped.
This container is a lot smoother than the last one we got. Machine number one.
I got this AC right here. We'll try to throw into the dump.
Doesn't look that heavy, but it's heavy.
It's heavy. But I'll get it in there myself. Big boy shit.
1, 2, 3. One way to do it. This guy's crazy. So we pretty much got all the big stuff loaded up. We fit it in 2 containers. We do got a lot of scrap mowers here we want to get rid of, but we're going to wait for the next container on those. Pretty much just go through, pick up any little pieces on the floor. Real happy we got this area cleared out. Let's move on to the next job.
Let's get this thing shot and ready for the road. Just like that.
Container shut, loaded up. I'll give them a call tomorrow. They can bring us another one for the rest of this stuff. We're pretty much gonna wrap up for today. Clean up the shop a little bit, make sure the tools are put away. And we'll be back out here tomorrow.